So the first thing is I don't actually want the tinderbox here. I want...
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
I want the flute.
I'll take the flute.
The flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet. Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you.
Alright. Oh, nice. You completed the, Exdeath or Neo Exdeath? Boop. World 2 Exdeath. Alright, that is definitely a hard fight. Hey, Black Yoshi. Alright, so we are actually going to go back to...
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
We're gonna go back to the Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Because now that we have the magic book, I think book. What was that? Now that we have the magic book, I think some different stuff will be here. Sleeping little oysters. Whoa.
Alexander doesn't want to wake up the sleeping oyster.
What was that animation? Alright. Ooh, there's a shiny thing over here.
Those snapdragons don't like Alexander getting so close.
Well, let me get it anyway. Boop.
Alexander would love to sit a spell.
No. Shiny thing.
Alexander would...
Shiny thing. Thank you.
Alexander takes the teacup.
Alright, and... Can we take this hole?
Alexander decides to pick up the hole in the wall. A hole in the wall could be a very useful thing.
Eek!
Alexander startled the
Animation.
poor thing. It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers.
Oh man, so this is a little off topic. But I was at work and there's a toad. It was just kind of outside. And he had like a little thing on his back, like a twig or a leaf. And so I kind of like I got a little blade of grass and I tried to get it off of him. And then suddenly like the water starts being expelled from the toad. And it's like on concrete, so it's this very dramatic water spraying everywhere. And I scared the toad really bad. And I feel really bad. Poor toad. And then he hopped away. So, yeah. It's very sad. Oh no. The wallflowers are very shy, and the snapdragons are very
wallflowers,
protective.
overcome with shyness at Alexander's approach, cluster together and cover the hole in the wall. Alexander can't get it.
Now I'll admit, the solution to this is a little bit counterintuitive, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So, basically, you have no reason to do this, but I really like it, and as a kid I would keep a save right before this scene so that I could play it whenever I wanted. And here we go.
The flute feels light and comfortable in Alexander's hands.
Or not.
May I have this dance?
Oh,
Alexander stops playing the flute, but the wallflowers and snapdragons continue to dance, caught up in the music and oblivious to everything around them.
Yeah. This music's really good.
While the wallflowers dance, Alexander snatches the hole in the wall.
So yeah, I feel like kind of a jerk.
The hole in the wall has 4 legs and a curly tail. He's all limbs with only a hole for a body. But that doesn't make him any less whole.
Womp womp.
The hole in the wall squirms slightly in Alexander's palm.
Alright. The other thing we can do is take one of these.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Acting. Alright. So we know something that needs to be cooled down. We're gonna get there as quick as we can.
Alexander is carrying a full head of a queer-looking lettuce made of ice. The lettuce is rapidly melting.
You can't just say that.
Alexander pulls. Alexander feels.
The oysters still sound like they're purring, and that's still so cute. Alright, let's get up here. Take one last look at the iceberg lettuce.
Alexander is carrying a full. The lettuce is rapidly melting.
The lettuce actually will melt if you leave it in your inventory too long. But you'll just have to take my word for it.
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce.
One head.
The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable.
Well, taking this lamp.
Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater.
Should have brought two. There we go.
Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
So we need a teapot for one of our spells, but this is probably fine.
As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Probably by the man that's watching him.
Here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
Well, first off, there's something here. Oh shit!
Alexander picks up the brick.
It's following us.
A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian. His stone bow is tightly drawn and fitted with a single stone arrow.
Hello?
Look here, Archer. Do you mind if I pass?
The archer retains his stony silence.
Nah, sparkly eyes are the mark of trustworthiness. Let's talk to him.
I'm Alexander of Daventry. Who are you?
What difference does it make? Just come on over here. I'll tell you my life history if you still want to hear it.
He.
Tell me.
If it's conversation you want, just come on over here. I'll talk your ears off if we can sit down and talk face to face.
Both of them. Usually you just hear people threatening to talk your ear off. This man works hard. You can tell because he has a trowel.
Come on through, I say. I can show you a path through the forest.
It's right there. So you just walk.
A pleasant-looking middle-aged man is busy
See, he's
tending a small
pleasant-looking.
garden just past the wall. A pleasant...
Tell me.
If it...
Okay. Well, this is probably fine. Let's go over there and talk to him. Was that the Wilhelm scream?
it this time.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
That move was slightly erroneous.
Pun game is strong. Alright. Well, we have a brick. High-res brick.
Small speckles of sand stand out against the otherwise gray brick.
Perhaps you'd find this interesting.
Hmm? Sure, bring it on over to this side of the wall where I can see it better.
Yeah, alright. I'm leaving. This guy seems kind of like a jerk.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
Yes.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared.
I'm still here, though. Alright. Well, enough of that. Alright.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
So, let's see. I think I want to go back to the Isle
Alexander
of the Crown.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
Let's check to see if Jalo is here, just to be double sure. He's
Hello?
not. Alright.
Now.
In that case, let's now I actually want the tinderbox.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Yo. I don't think this guy gets a name, but I think it's Hakim for some reason. I don't remember him ever, like, introducing himself.
How fare you, good merchant?
His name is not
A man
Merchant.
my age can only thank the heavens for continued strength, young sire.
How fare you, good merchant?
I could.
Oh, oops.
How fare you, good merchant?
Thankfully, I fare better than my business. My shop is as silent as the moon these days.
That was quite a noise.
How fare you, good merchant?
I could use more business, if the truth be known.
How fare you, good merchant?
I cannot complain. I hope your travels are treating you well, Prince Alex.
Are you feeling okay, Prince
How fare
Alex?
you, good merchant?
A man my age.
How fare?
A man my.
How fare?
I am as content as the sands on the ocean shore, Prince Alex.
How fare you, good merchant?
Thankfully, I.
Okay. That's enough of that, I guess. But I'm pretty sure his name is Hakim.
The pawn shop owner is a mysterious fellow. His face is old and inscrutable, and there's a glint of sheer iron in his gaze.
Yeah.
Still, Alexander senses this is someone he can trust.
Alright. Let's just trade this stupid flute back.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange.
Okay.
Alexander.
Tinderbox.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Alright. So, I actually think we have enough to do the catacombs. Let me get the cheats back up here. It's not cheats, it is just the manual. This is actually something that a lot of people who people who are into King's Quest didn't know, that the manual has sort of a design on one of the pages, and that design is actually a map to the catacombs. Most people are like, well, I guess I'm just gonna make a map, because they had to do that in King's Quest V for the desert. But yeah, no, there's just a map of the catacombs in the manual for the game. It's kind of rude as heck. I love it. Oh, we've got 2 pages. So, yeah, we've got a teacup, a lantern, or the tinderbox. You know what I mean. Let's see. Yeah, we're probably fine. Out of mint, though. Nothing, no more presents to give the lady. Map.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Snap.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Zoop. This is so goofy. Alright, let's lay down a save here. Boop. Let's see if we can make it up.
Oh no, Alexander loses his balance.
Oh no.
Whoa! 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 Ow! Hey!
He raised his eyebrow. It's cute. Alright, okay. Oh no. That's not what I wanted.
Oh no, Alexander loses his balance.
Whoa! 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 Ow! Hey!
Oh no.
Whoa! 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 Hey! Quit making me fall.
Then Alexander gets fed up with being a protagonist in an adventure game. Now we can get back to things. To be honest, I don't know what the details of the licensing for how GOG got the license to sell the games, but I assume they just kind of talked to Activision.
So, you have chosen to come back
Oh,
and
right.
face the catacombs when you could have escaped.
Got Tim and Ted
I
here.
admit I am surprised. You're either a complete idiot or vain enough to think yourself invincible.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not fight this plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are 2 different things, human. You will have a chance to renounce your choice soon enough when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
Like, they have 2
We
different
shall see.
voices.
Thanks for the escort.
We only escort you to your death. May the fates make it quick so that you do not have to scream long.
We'll meet the fates in a different game.
The catacombs
All right.
entrance door is locked from the outside by the Winged One's guards. It seems that leaving the catacombs by that door is not an option.
All right. Well, north, I guess. But yeah, so there's over here, then over here, and the map tells me that down is a death room. Oh, there's just some clopping. Well, let's see what down does.
Alexander hears the distant sounds of a wild animal somewhere in the maze of rooms.
I did hear that.
As he walks through the doorway, Alexander gets a very bad feeling about this room.
Yep. Splat. It made a splat noise.
Tickets. Oh,
That's rude.
next.
Don't just wonder, Alexander. Let your conscience be your guide.
There's a map in the guidebook, player. Use it. Alright, in this room we have a skull.
Alexander picks up the skull.
Yes. Skulls. Alright. Good game. This game is full of skulls. That's important. We could go up, but I think up is also death.
Alexander hears the distant sounds of a wild animal somewhere in the maze of rooms.
Oh, nope. Oh, this is a different color, I see. Alright, so the guide also has a rhyme for this room. Let me see if I can find where it says it, 'cause I know the poem. Alright. The catacombs were obviously a place of high reverence for the Ancient Ones, as a message on an ancient tablet that once adorned the doors to the catacombs shows. 3 roses laid upon the bower, a scythe for he who cuts the flower, a crown, a dove, most noble race, thy bones make sacred this dread place. So, rose, 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 then a scythe, then a crown, which is above us, a dove, and then bones. And then we're done. Then we get to escape. And you get a point. So we can go this way. And, hey!
Ah, you were a human only and not the monster himself. I heard you coming and thought you were the beast. Did my father send you here to save me?
We found the princess!
Why, yes, he did, but how did you...
Hush, there is no time. I think I have discovered the Minotaur's secret exit from the catacombs. Follow me and we'll both be saved.
Yeah, that sounds good. We found her. There was a quick glint of the eye there at the very beginning, but she seems trustworthy.
That's odd. Where did she...
Boop.
Go!
That was some acting. That's odd. Where did she go?
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Oh man.
Don't
Okay.
just wander.
It's the same death sequence. Alright. Ooh, that looks like something.
An old wooden shield hangs on the wall. Alexander takes the shield from the wall.
It's pretty good. This is fine. Catacombs. This is totally fine. What about here? What about here? Ooh, sparkles.
Alexander finds 2 coins on the skeleton's eyes. He takes the old coins.
Let's take a look at that, actually. A skull.
Alexander is carrying a human skull.
Alexander is carrying a human skull.
Alexander examines the skull and feels a sense of his own mortality.
This game is so good. Anyway, the coins.
The 2 coins from the skeleton in the catacombs are extremely old and corroded.
So, I learned probably a long time ago, that apparently the Greek would put coins under the tongues of their corpses when they buried them, so that people would have money to pay. I think the name is actually pronounced like Karen. Charon? Karen. We're calling him Karen. That would have the money to pay Karen in the afterlife to ferry him across the river Styx. So it's important.
It's
Oh
a
shit.
trap. The doors have sealed Alexander inside. And the ceiling is coming down.
Oh no. Skulls? Skull. I love the icon for the skull. Skulls.
Desperate to stop the crushing ceiling, Alexander throws a skull into the grinding gears. The skull is caught between two cogs. The gears shriek and shudder.
Yeah, skulls.
The skull begins to bulge.
What?
Oh.
With a sudden lurch, the ceiling completes its descent
Oh no. Ah,
Yikes.
and
ah.
presses Alex into the floor like a bug under a heel.
I think it's
That
actually said
skull
Sharon?
wasn't strong enough to endure the pressure, and neither is Alexander's.
Whoa. Morbid.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Alexander never was much good at squash.
Lame. Alright.
And the ceiling is coming down.
Yeah, I know Greek doesn't have a s sound. Like Cerberus is not how you pronounce it. That's a k. Like it doesn't have the soft C. But I guess it could have a ch sound. Oh, I don't know. I am not a scholar of Greek and I shouldn't pretend to be. But anyway.
In a desperate move, Alexander throws a brick into the grinding gears.
Yeah, the game basically does
The
expect
brick is caught between two cogs.
uh,
The gears shriek and shudder. The
In-
mechanism grinds to a halt. The ceiling is stuck.
we did it.
The trap is sprung.
For some reason the door's open. Anyway, let's get out of here. But yeah, the first few games, like, they require that you have knowledge of fairy tales, you know, and sometimes they subvert them, like with Rumpelstiltskin, like a jerk. They sort of require that. In King's Quest VI, they wanted to take a darker tone, so they basically borrowed from Greek mythology, which has all the same kind of fairy tale storytelling elements, but is way darker and involves more skulls. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's. All right, so ad infinitum says it's probably a k, but with a h. So Karen, I'm sorry,
Sounds. A trap
Downs.
floor.
but this one's not fatal for some reason. Charon,
Alexander seems to have fallen
Maybe.
to a lower level of the catacombs.
but not died.
Wherever he is, the place sure is dark. Alexander can't even see his hand in front of his face.
Just got two little eyes. They blink. It's cute. Okay. Well, let's use the tinderbox here.
It feels exactly like a tinderbox.
Oh, shut up. All right. We're okay here.
Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it.
I'm gonna go with Charon.
Aha. So that's why it's dark in here. A torch is out.
Alexander lights the extinguished torch and puts his tinderbox away.
All right. Good. It was missing a torch. That's all. So let's what are we here for again? All right, so we're trying to rescue the maiden from the mean guy. Oh no.
As he walks through the doorway, Alexander gets a very bad feeling about this room.
That was not the door.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Don't just want.
Okay, Charon is pretty
Alan-
close, so that's what we're gonna use. we're gonna skip the first time you can go down. Oh, a rat. But the second time? Clopping noises. Whoops. Oh, I think that was just the same message from before.
Alexander hears the sound of a wild beast again. This time, so loud that the creature itself seems to be in the same room with him.
Uh-oh.
The noises are coming from the other side of the east wall.
Can we...
This room forms a cul-de-sac with the dead-end wall to the east. The sounds came from behind the dead-end wall.
Can we talk to it?
The cell-like rooms of the catacombs hold their tongues and do not reveal their secrets.
I suppose not.
Alexander examines the wall closely, but sees only a solid rock wall.
If only there was some way we could see into the other side of it. Like, just peer through it. Well, anyway.
Alexander puts the hole in the wall on the east wall. The hole in the wall trembles slightly with dread at the clammy feeling of the stones.
I'm scaring the hole in the wall. We're kind of a jerk. Oh no, I put him back. Sorry buddy, I actually meant to leave you there.
Alexander put the hole...
I'm sorry.
Alexander peers through the hole in the wall and sees just another room in the catacombs.
Oh. Oh.
Aha! Not just another room at all. So that's why Alexander couldn't find the Minotaur's lair.
After an entire 20 seconds of looking.
At least Alexander now knows the lair exists, somewhere in the maze on the other side of this wall.
Oh no! Goodbye.
While Alexander contemplates what he's just seen, the hole in the wall, frightened by the Minotaur, makes a run for it.
Wait, he can see that?
Alexander hopes the little creature finds its way home to the Isle of Wonder.
I don't think that's likely. Not without outside help, anyway. I think this is the right way to go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the hole in the wall sees, like, for himself. It's a little weird. But alright, we should be good. Clopping. Alright, and here's the tapestry.
This tapestry looks familiar.
Yeah,
Now
like,
let's see. I don't feel anything.
There's just a lot less blending with the portrait.
A hidden latch.
Like, he has like these 4 distinct
Alexander
shades of
triggers the
skin
little
tone.
latch. A secret door rolls open.
The portraits just feel a lot more pixelated and a lot less blended together and painted. It's weird. Well, anyway, we're about to get killed, so we might as well save.
No! I beg of you! Please don't hurt me!
Oh god.
Your struggles are useless.
It's the Minotaur, and he's struggling with a Winged One's girl. She must be Lady Celeste.
That's probably fine. I'll just be over here. I actually can't leave.
That was close. Alexander was lucky he wasn't seen.
That's so rude.
The Minotaur is still struggling with the Winged One's maiden.
I wonder how long we could do that. Anyway, hey, what's up?
Excuse me. I demand the release of that maiden this instant, you fiend.
Lady Celeste looks wildly around the room for the source of the strange voice and spots Alexander.
You there, human! Help me! Help!
Who dares enter my lair?
I ask you to release your captive or suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
Never. You die, human.
Also, nice fiery
As
pit.
the Minotaur advances in attack, Alexander slowly backs away until he can back away no more.
Yeah, that was a sort of a silly
Now,
escape
where
route.
to, little man?
This game gives you a fair amount of time to react.
Now you die.
That's what I say when I'm impaled by a minotaur. Oof! And nothing else?
Tickets. Oh. Next.
There's something to be said for taking the bull by the horns, Alexander.
I don't know if the new King's Quest will have this kind of humor. I honestly think it will. From the trailer that I've seen, it looks really cute. It looks really honestly, it does feel like it's captured the spirit of the original series. So you're kind of doofy and you're trying to do great things. And that's really cute. What about this? This is good. Minotaurs love red.
That would have little effect on the rampaging Minotaur.
No, fine.
Now you die.
Oof. I cannot get over the oof.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
There's something to be said
All right,
for
all
taking...
right. Hey, Lady Celeste,
I'll
any
take care of
ideas?
the Minotaur, milady. Have no fear.
What a doofus. Alright, well, let's try the real thing.
Now you die.
Oh no, we only had time for one action. Alright, let's try the real thing. No, the real thing.
Alexander, his...
Look here, you bully.
Oh no.
Nice, bright red.
Red.
But no, if you're interested in the new King's Quest,
Now
I'd check
you
out the trailer.
die.
Zoop! This is all very high speed, so you can't see what actually happened.
The Minotaur drops from sight amidst the consuming flames. Slowly, his scream fades as well.
So, like, he had a bottomless
Have
pit
you been
full of
harmed,
fire?
Lady Celeste? Are you all right?
How does that even
No,
work?
I am not all right. I assume you do not intend to leave me tied up on this vile monstrosity.
Why is Minnie Mouse their daughter?
Of course not. Sorry. Let's see. If you'll give me a moment, I'll have these untied in no time.
I can't wait that long. Look, I wear a small dagger just inside my belt. It should be enough to cut the rope.
Minnie Mouse saying, I have a small dagger.
All right, I've got it, Lady Celeste. Here we go.
Nice sound effects.
Thank you. You may keep the dagger as a gift for saving my life.
That's very generous.
Forget it. Do you mind if we just get out of here now?
Okay. Through this convenient door that just leads to the exit.
The Winged One's guards, bored with the pointless waiting, are startled by the sound of rock moving against rock.
Lady Celeste, bide thee well.
They recovered
I'm
pretty quickly.
Quite well, thanks to the bravery of a mere human. So much for your superior intellect.
Yes, milady.
Now bring him along. I'm going home.
That's how you fly, by the way. Oh good, their voices still don't work. Alright. I guess I'm glad to have my daughter back. Jerk. I guess I'm also glad we have our sacred catacombs back. I guess I'm also gonna let you visit the Oracle. But then fuck you, you're on your own. Alright. Yeah, talk about the wedding some more. Alright. Alright. We get this one respite for saving his daughter's life, reclaiming the catacombs, and murdering the Minotaur that had been terrorizing them for ages. Or somehow. You think you could just, like, ignore him? Like, what's he gonna do? Like, knock over some pillars or some shit? You can fly. Whatever. I hope the Oracle has a voice.
Hail to thee, great Oracle. Lord Azure sends you this wingless mail. It appears that he solved the cliffs of logic and...
defeated the Minotaur in his lair.
Alright, good.
So I have seen. So this is the one that haunts my pool of late. Welcome, young seeker.
Oh, I didn't know you
What
played
knowledge
Quidditch.
do you desire?
Princess Cassima, whatever you can tell me, great Oracle.
Such a goober.
Ah, of course, the princess. That explains my images.
She was just getting
See
hardcore
what we
porn
can
the entire
see.
time.
I see a
Whoa.
maiden, lovely and pure, but surrounded by evil. She's a rose set amidst bitter thorns. It is her fate to be the pawn of dark powers, and yours to try to redeem her.
How? How do I redeem her?
Fate is not like the cut of a blade, young one, but rather like the myriad of paths formed when a hammer cracks ice. I will tell you what I can, but what will actually come to pass is up to you. I see that any attempt to reach the girl will force you into battle, a struggle against a dark force. If you lose, your life will be forfeit.
Oh.
Who must I fight?
A great darkness surrounds your adversary, preventing me from seeing clearly. I can only make out the shape of a black cloak.
That doesn't
But
sound
before
good.
this final struggle, I see an infiltration, a dangerous game of hide-and-seek in corridors filled with enemies. The risks are high, but it is the only way to reach the one you seek. There is more than one way into this place.
Oh, is there?
Your choice will dictate much.
What else do you see, mighty Oracle?
Oh, such pain. I see two restless spirits crying out for revenge. These shades could help you destroy the dark force if they were to be brought back from their spiritual form. Yet this is only one possible path to your destiny. I'm afraid this is getting beyond me. I know very little about the afterlife. I can only advise getting counsel from the druids.
I had a nickel for every time I'd heard
Be
that.
warned. The druids are reclusive and dangerous. They might aid you, or they might destroy you. Like their island, the druid's nature is hidden in the mists. There is nothing more I can do for you, except to give you this.
Oh.
It is water from the sacred pool. That and my blessing go with you.
Thank you, great Oracle.
Alright, cool. Okay. One more thing. I actually want to get something else from up there. I hope they don't like... I hope they only mean I'm not allowed in the city, not I'm not allowed up the mountain. Yeah, okay, the guards aren't here. And I can actually get back into the catacombs if I need to.
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
So actually, I want to go in here. Very carefully, don't touch the bush.
Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock. Alexander
it's dark.
finds himself in a dark cave.
Alright. Well, we know how darkness works.
Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it.
Alright. Now it's perfectly visible. There's a hole.
On the wall opposite the cliffs is the vague outline of another opening in the rock.
Boop.
Alexander crawls through the opening in the rock.
Oh no, why did we tip the thing out? Oh,
The
it's light over
lighting
here.
in this part of the cave is better. Alexander extinguishes the candle's flame and places it back in his pack.
About that pack. What? Well, anyway.
A plant grows on the grassy ledge. Smells like peppermint.
I like peppermint.
Alexander takes a few leaves from the plant. As he does so, a strong smell of peppermint is released. Ah!
Yeah, peppermint. Anyway, can we get out here?
The window in the rock is too small for Alexander to fit through.
Alright, well, we got some mint.
The peppermint leaves are the color of dark emeralds.
Okay.
Alexander fingers a handful of peppermint leaves,
Lewd.
releasing a strong smell of mint.
Alright. Alright, well that's decent. But yeah, that's all I wanted from up here.
Alexander crawls back into the first room of the cave.
Hopefully I can just leave without needing to...
Alexander can't see a thing.
Can I just leave?
Since it's so dark.
I just want to leave, though.
Alexander, since it's so dark. Alexander takes... Alexander crawls back through the passage to the top of the cliffs.
Alright, and we're done here. So let's just crawl back down the cliffs. Easy as that.
Alexander climbs carefully down the long face of the Logic Cliffs.
I like how it goes down. Alright. Hop.
Alexander climbs carefully down the long face of the Logic Cliffs.
You said that already. But alright. So now, let's just revisit that magic spell book. So, for magic paint, we want swamp ooze, river Styx water, a black horse feather, and put it in a cup. We have a cup. So we need swamp ooze, river Styx water, and I guess we have the horse feather. Make rain means salt water not from the sea, a vial of sacred water, we actually have that, and falling water. We put that in a teapot. So salt water, but not from the sea. No? And falling water, I don't think we have. So we have one skull, so we need to fill it with hot oak embers, get a bit of sulfur or brimstone, and a strand of a pure-hearted maiden's hair. So, alright. Well, we have the sacred water, so we can put that in the teapot, I guess. Before I do that, though. I really want to know if I can drink it.
Alexander drinks the oracle's sacred water. The vial disintegrates as it's drained.
That's it. You just drink it. Alright, I do not recommend doing that, by the way. I may be using a teapot to catch someone's tears. Tears are a very important inventory item. Alright, so I'll put that in the quote-unquote teapot. In the quote-unquote teapot. Oh no. Oh, whatever. You got it. He put the thing in the teapot.